Okay, boys and girls, well, my daughter just decided to plop down in here. So I figured I'd go ahead and use this as an excuse to... Hey!
I'm reading.
What are you reading?
Tales of the Three-Legged Newt.
Oh boy.
Essays and Accolades for the Amateur Astronomer.
And who's that book by?
Thomas Watson.
He's the one that really appreciated...
Really, I'm reading.
Yeah, he said a very nice thing.
You want to do this right now?
Well, you're up here, and you've been very busy with school, teaching these little...
Hooligans?
Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything. So, she's really enjoying the book, and I figured we wouldn't slam her with the techno-babble that goes with this hobby. We'll just spoon-feed her little pieces at a time. So, rather than... I was thinking about replacing the batteries and the illuminator and the mount.
I'm seriously reading.
But that would be just too much to do. So everybody wants to learn how Sarah learns how to work the scope. You're going to have, my dear, you're going to have to put the book down for a few minutes. I know that's a killing offense with you.
Can I throw?
Don't throw. You already thrown something at me.
I'm going to have to find something else to throw. Oh.
What is? Oh, don't. Ah! You're. My daughter is also beset with terrible allergies, and when she gets going on the sneezing and nose running, and it's just no hope.
You're really not going to shut up so I can read, are you?
No, I really want you to. We need to make. It's been over a week, and people really like the first video. They think you're adorable.
But I got one more page.
Read one more page in the chapter. Which chapter are you on in the book?
Bumps in the night.
Things that go bump in the night. I've got stories on that, but this is about you. It's not about me. So.
I'm really going blind.
Well, welcome to the wonders of becoming more mature.
Okay, fine, because you're not going to leave me alone. So
No, you plop down. You plop down up here in the Mad Science Lab, which has got a combination of astronomy, radio, and theremin music. So, which Sarah taught me how to do scales on that years ago. Many. So, what we're going to do today is we're just going. I think since we're both in a lazy mood, just identify the parts for you.
Okay.
Okay, and we'll.
The telescope or the camera?
The telescope.
Okay.
Okay, I'm running the camera, so we...
That's a pillow.
I know you're sitting on... The pillow's next to the scope, yes.
It's not part of the scope?
Will you lean back on that? Was that what the pillow's for? You lean
yes,
back on that?
Yes, that was the pillow, because it's a good chair.
Okay.
Alright, what am I doing?
Okay, well, let's just see how far we can get. Sit down on the floor next to it, or because you're blocking the view when you're like that. They can't see this.
So many comments, so little time.
Okay, alright. Since I don't have a separate microphone for this, I'm having to use that. Now, what's the triangular thingy-dingy that it's all set up on called?
Tripod.
Tripod.
See, I got that.
Okay, move the pillow a little bit. And you dropped your book. Das ist not good, Liebchen. No.
I'm going to throw this pillow at you.
Okay. Now, the little green thing in between the legs is what?
A tray.
And what does one put on the tray?
Anything my little heart desires.
Like a refreshing beverage.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Or a book, because actually that's where my book's
Or a
living.
book. All right.
You know what?
We can put Mr. Watson's book on the tray. Very good. That is excellent.
Might as well showcase it.
Now, you have the little black boxes attached to the mount. Touch the black boxes. There's two of them. Yeah. All right. The top one.
Wait, that's it?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Now, the top box is what they call the declination motor, which corresponds to...
Will there be a quiz on this?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You liar.
You're not going to be a quiz.
There will be a quiz.
This is called basic familiarity. I'm not going to ask you to tell me how many teeth are in the gears or anything like that.
Wait, there's teeth. You know what? It's been a long day.
Gears and there's gears and worms in that thing.
Okay.
Not the crawly kind.
Well, I did see some crawly kind today.
Okay. Where?
On camera with kids. I got to see an ant collection and a worm collection.
Well,
all during math.
We're all in lockdown, so I'm not surprised.
Big heavy things that will hurt me.
Yes, on the black things, the first black thing on the top, the tallest, the highest black thing, no, the one you just had your hand on, the boxes. That's the declination motor.
Okay.
Which is basically latitude, corresponds to earthly latitude. Okay. But it's up in space, way up in space. Well, that little lever next to it is the lock handle for that. So when you push that, pull that away, it locks the tube. Okay. Now, if you push it up, you can move the scope side to side.
Ah.
That's longitude there.
I said side to side.
Okay. Now do the top. That's just a tube. Rotate the. No. Okay. It's unlocked. Now push it away from you. The top part. There you go.
Hey.
Now, when you pull the lock down, it won't move, and you never force it. And there's a little bit of backlash in that. You don't force it, you'll strip the gears.
I'm not doing anything to it.
You'll hurt him. So anyway, when you got it, when you got the motors turned on, you got to have that locked if you want it to track and all that.
Gotcha.
Okay, now you can loosen it up now if you want. Very good. You're so wonderful at this. Now the other one, the back box on the bottom, is the right ascension motor, which corresponds to longitude. Yeah, that's right, longitude. Longitude is east or west. Latitude is north or south. Okay. If you look on the back of the top of the little thing in the back, there's another lever in the back. It's behind. Look in the back part of it. See the lever back there?
Nope.
It's a black lever, just like the other one.
You did say it was
That tightens it up and that way. Now gently see if it moves. That's the declination. You just move that.
Down box it. Gotcha.
It goes this way. There you
Hey!
go. That's perfectly balanced right now. I won't say perfectly. So when you're so this way, when you want to just look at stuff, you loosen both those clutches. They call them clutches, and you can just move it around. Yada yada
I feel
yada.
like I should be taking notes.
No, you can watch this video later, but you don't watch your own videos.
I'm not watching it.
That's okay.
If I watch it, I'm deleting it.
Everybody thinks you're cute.
Boy, I got them fooled.
Well, yeah. That smile will get you lots of places until the demons leap out. So anyway,
Red hair.
Yeah, that too. So when you lock the two clutch locks, that's
we're all locked.
And that's when you're tracking stuff.
And now we are.
Now you're loose. Okay. All right. Now see the little red cap in the front. There's a little round cap. See the cap? That's the lever.
Cap.
That's a cap. Pull the cap off. It comes right off.
Ow!
Don't lose my cap. Those are hard to get these days because they quit. Vixen, for whatever reason, decided they would stop manufacturing the Great Polaris DX mount, which later they rebranded, excuse me, and called the Great Polaris D2. Now rotate the tube so it points straight that way or that way on the declination axis. The top one, like that.
Wait, what?
The first one you moved. Yes, don't you unlock that. Make sure it's unlocked. Okay, that's counterclockwise. Right. Now, turn that so the tube is pointed cattywampus to the base. And now you'll see the hole in there.
There's a hole.
There's the hole. That hole's there for a reason. It's not a manufacturing defect.
Aw.
No. And when you do it like that, you take the cap off the back. There's a little cone.
That's the back?
No. That way in the back.
Okay.
That cap. That cap comes off. And there's a little telescope in the back. There's a little telescope that shoots through that hole.
I think you told me this. I think
this was a very long time ago.
That might be why I don't remember.
Then our lives got complicated. And that's how you turn it.
Oh, you mean my brother came?
I'm not going to comment on that. Now, there's a little white. Now we can actually, if you turn, okay, put the cap back on. We're not going to pull.
It's a Band-Aid.
Yes. Well, I'm your long-suffering father. So there we go.
You pulled me away from my book.
Yes.
put that
Now,
on.
go around on this side. And there's a little white switch there.
Because I know what's going to happen and I'm going to get hurt.
You get hurt anyway. My daughter is a total klutz, which is why we're approaching this telescope setting up process very slowly and carefully.
Because that will break my foot.
Oh, yeah. Now, squat down.
Wait, the cap's on it. You shouldn't see anything if the cap's on it.
Well, actually, we need to pull the scope out a little bit because it's too close to the wall. Let me move the camera back. And let's zoom in and refocus on the scope. There we go. Alright, refocus on the scope. That's going to be heavy. Pull it towards...
Whoa, hang on.
I know you're strong.
Wait, hang on. Who hauled your radio downstairs for you?
You did.
Thank you. How heavy was your radio?
The Johnson Viking Valiant 1 weighed 85 pounds.
I carried a 100-pound child on my back up 17 flights of stairs.
Okay.
Less than 6 months ago. Okay.
Oh, my goodness. I have...
Not that heavy.
Now, since we have a short depth of field, I'm going to have to check the focus again because you moved it. All right, now you're going to get mad at me because I'm going to tell you to take the cap off the front again.
I knew I shouldn't have put it on.
Well, I'm not perfect.
I didn't drop it this time.
No, that'll hurt your little feetsies.
That would hurt my little finger.
Now, take the little cone. There's a little conal cap on the back off. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, dear.
Okay. Now, I won't go through the actual how you rotate the thing around, so I won't go through all that. But when you look at the North Star to align it, you have to make sure
Be
the hole.
short.
Make sure that helps
That's
too.
why you're teaching me this. You're getting
I'm
old.
just showing off my adorable daughter who loves astronomy.
You're getting old. And you need me to do
Well,
this.
like I said, that and one day this will belong to. Now, do you see anything in there?
Yes, numbers and lines.
Okay, that's called a recticle.
And what looks
That has
like
nothing.
a dipper.
That has nothing to do with colonoscopies. Okay, recticle. Okay, we have a little techno glitch here
And
with
it
the
stopped because of your bad joke. Let's just be honest.
probably. Now let me come over here, and they're going to get to see my broad body. All right,
Don't
so
fall.
we're going to turn the little switch here.
Ooh, thanks.
Got to be gentle. And it goes all the way. Now look at now. You see the little rings here?
Ooh!
See, well, this has a lightness control on it.
Yeah, thank you.
So now you see the little plastic rings here? They light up.
No, I can't see those.
You'll have to move over to the side up over here. So see that there?
Yes, I see.
They light up. So you have the little adjustment screws back and forth here, and these move it one way, and these move it the other way, and the same here. This moves it up, or this moves it down. This moves it up. So you have to loosen and tighten these at the same time.
Stop, rewind.
These two make it go this way,
And those two make it okay,
up and
gotcha.
down. And what you do is you do those until you get your aiming point on the crosshair. It's a little more complicated than that. So you're going to practice the up and down, back and forth with the
You
with
do
the clamps.
realize I've had kindergartners and first graders yelling at me all day, right?
Well, you're
And now
You're
I
the
have
one-
this. Okay, let's
you're
try
the
it.
one that invaded my lair up here. So there you
I
go.
just wanted to read my book.
Okay, you loosen one and you tighten the other, and it'll rotate it one. It'll move it one way. You're adjusting,
Oi!
and that back and forth motion is called the azimuth.
All I can think of is an azimuth. Or,
Azimuth. Azimuth.
all I can think of is an azimuth.
Now, since there's no stars back here, you can't really tell it's moving.
Oh, is that why I'm just sitting here flicking with things and nothing?
You're just getting used to it. All right, now, once you get it lined up, you tighten them both together so it stays in that place. So you move them back. You screw them both in. You're loosening them now. Now tighten.
I know. To see how long it's going to take you to tell me to not.
Okay, you got it tightened up on both
Yes.
sides. Now you got to be careful with the other one because if you loosen them too much, the scope motion it'll go poof in the front with the altitude.
Geez, pressure much?
Yes. You just loosen it in little small increments and tighten the other, or vice versa. If you want it to go up, you go one way. If you want it to go down, the other. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay, you got it where you want it?
I'm looking
Okay.
That's all I'm doing. I'll
Okay.
be honest.
The idea is you have to rotate the polar axis a certain way based on the time of day. And the
I have a
retrograde.
feeling there's math involved.
There's no math involved. Well, there is a little math.
Oh, see the liar.
It's addition and subtraction. All right, let's.
I don't teach addition and
That is a
subtraction.
bright little light. Look back here and you can see my eyeball. Hey!
I can't see anything.
Okay.
I see a red light.
Now, okay, let's put the caps back on. We got to turn this off. We gently rotate it the other way.
I love how you say that like I'm really
It's old.
gorilla.
I've already
stuff.
had to repair it. Okay, put that back on. See, there's hours on
Bye.
here. There's hours
Bye.
on here. So
Go back to your job over there.
that has something to do with what time it is and where you're at on the Earth, as reference to the prime meridian, which goes to Greenwich.
You do know I only add and subtract within 10, right?
So no decimal points.
No decimal points, no fractions.
Okay.
They don't get that to third
All right.
grade.
Let's go to the. Okay. Why don't you rotate the tube so the open end's pointed toward that wall over there? Okay. That's good.
That wall or that wall?
That's close enough. The main thing is we can see the clamps. Now the two little circular things that hold the tube are called the tube rings or the telescope cradle. Cradle holds something
Or
important.
the round thing that keeps telescope from going boom.
That's correct.
That works.
Now, let's take the auto guider scope off. That because it's heavy. There's a little thumb. There's a little. See the little black scope, baby scope on the
I
back.
didn't study for this.
Okay, that comes off. There's a little screw on the little bracket on the bottom. The little black. Yeah, right there. See the little black. Loosen that, and we take him off.
Hey!
And we set him aside over in the corner so we don't lose him. He's cute. I got an eyepiece coming in for him tomorrow so you can look through him.
You sit over next to this.
No. He'll fall. Put him on the little plastic box.
I'd be more worried about this falling because it's on the edge.
Well, that was a cheap $100 telephoto. Yeah. I'm not perfect.
So
We'll just put them somewhere safe, okay? Where they won't roll off.
safe?
Yes.
Like all the way downstairs in my bedroom.
Whatever. Okay. So the next part is we're going to take the scope off the cradle.
We are?
Actually, you are.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
Realizing that if the mirror gets broken, you will have killed it.
I'm sorry ahead of time.
So, are you more comfortable? I think you're probably better off turning. I don't know. You're gonna.
What's the saying? Go big
The
or
idea
go
is
home,
you have
go
to
big
you
fast?
have to loosen the tube rings by the big black screws one at a time, while making sure that you keep one hand on something like the focuser or whatever. So
I can't walk downstairs without falling. You think I can handle this?
you're going to have to adapt and overcome and persevere. Adapt, overcome, persevere. You got those three words? Are you more comfortable doing it that way?
I'm doing it this way.
Okay.
How about this?
Keep-
I'm doing it therefore.
Why don't you take the dust cap off so we can get a handle on it? Let's set that down.
Wait, are
some-
you going to fuss if I put it over here and all
No, that's not fragile like the other stuff. Don't. Actually, made me flinch. Okay, so what? So that's yeah.
Would I do something like that? Yes, I would.
Yeah, I've gotten bruises from you before, and you got mad at me. Of course, we call those love taps.
I wasn't mad at you. You just aggravated me.
Oh, okay.
I did it with love.
I know you did.
I saved you from a more painful event later.
Well, you hit your brother harder than that, and the upper arm where it's safe. Yeah, you made me mad.
I didn't really actually hit you that hard. That's the funny part.
But I'm 57 years old.
That was a long time ago when I whacked you that time.
I'm a featherweight.
You's a baby.
Yeah, well. That fan's making racket over there. Hear the fan? I'm going to turn that fan off. It's bothering me.
You just do that then.
We hear it rattling. Well, it's been up here.
I am trying to concentrate here. You took me away from my book and now I'm trying not to.
No. You came up here and parked yourself in my domain here, in my mad science lab.
What's yours is mine, what's ours is mine, and what's mine is mine. So
Yeah, whatever. Okay. Very good.
I haven't
Now,
broke anything yet.
Now grasp the bottom of it and very carefully set it down flat, on the, not horizontal like that. We don't want to set it down on the adjustment screws on the bottom of the mirror holder. Okay.
So like that.
Yes.
Can I put the dust cover back on?
Yes, I would actually. Floors are kind of dusty, and the more.
At you.
And a mirror has to be almost black with dust before you'll notice anything. Believe it or not.
The tree sap.
Yeah, we won't go there. We got the tree sap off.
Don't blow my baby out.
I know, I'm sorry.
Ta-da! I didn't break anything yet.
Okay,
There's always time.
now we're going to worry about the counterweights. There's a little screw on the bottom of that rod that's called the toe saver for a reason.
I wonder why, and I'm not wearing shoes.
Make sure your feet aren't below where they will fall if you lose grip on them.
Don't die. That one? Or that one?
That's the toe saver. Now, realize that the second weight
I feel like I should wait till you explain this all the way through first.
Well, you take the toe saver off first. And keep your toes out from where they would fall if the toe saver breaks loose and the weight
So wait,
clamps.
if I take the toe saver off, then are they going to fall?
No, they shouldn't because the bottom weight's tight.
Shouldn't.
That's why you keep your feet out of the way. It'll be okay, I promise.
Hang on. Let's think about this a
Don't
little.
lock it. I wouldn't lock it.
Well, I am moving it that way just a hair, so if it
So,
falls, it won't fall that way.
Well, that's probably not good for it because now you're putting weight on that and you don't have the telescope to counterbalance. That's probably not a good thing to do. So keep it pointed down.
Oh, so I can hit that instead.
But don't keep... Well...
See my logic?
It's better than stripping the gears in the
Yeah.
sucker. All right. It's
You
not
win some, you lose.
It's not a stick of sweating dynamite. Come on.
You really want me to throw something at you, right?
No, I'm just trying to keep you from hurting yourself and stressing out over this.
Why would I stress out over this?
I don't know.
That would hurt.
Oh, now we put that aside. Now, since we're missing a screw in the second counter, we have to grasp that counterweight. Undo the screw on the bottom weight. There's a little black nut on the side of it.
Oh, that side.
Now,
But that one and that one's going to come off at the same time.
yes,
Gotcha.
because the second weight, when it got shipped to me long time ago, had a strip screw.
Oh, okay.
It was damaged in shipping. See, it's broke loose. Once you can feel it sliding, that's right.
Ta-da. You going to stop anytime soon? Thank you. Over here?
Wherever you can put them where they... Then we take the last counterweight off.
Swear to God, is that...
The scope wheels are on the boat, by the way. They should be here in a couple of weeks. They've been on the boat since the 14th, I think, or whenever it was.
It's called air travel.
Take the last one off.
You seriously?
Lefty loosey, righty
I
tighty.
know, but Lefty Lucy wasn't working. There we go.
Well, there you go. That's the last counterweight. Very good.
Thank you.
Okay.
Your sarcasm
Now,
is hilarious.
well, see see the little green thing? You can do that.
My OCD self.
That's fine. You got to get them lined up just right, or they won't go in.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Yeah. You can do
Well,
it.
I can't remember Lefty Lucy Righty Tighty for some reason.
You're loosing it.
I know. That's what I was. You know what? Perfect.
All right. It stopped again. Oh, okay. Well, now we're starting again. All right, we're back. There's a little gap there. Now, see the little steel rod that the weights were on in the front? There's a little green thing above it. See that little green thing? Yes. Lefty.
We really got to get your eyes checked. That's not. I need
Well,
a legit color for that.
You're just an amorphous blob in front of me. Lefty loosey, that unscrews. Okay.
Are you sure?
Yes. That's tighty you're going. Loosey. Pull it towards you. Like that. There you go.
Ow.
That comes all the way off. And then when that breaks loose, you can unscrew the main rod.
Like how far?
That's good enough. Now we just grab the rod and run it the same way. Maybe you need to unscrew that. Okay.
Well, that's as far down as that's going to go.
You may have to use both hands on that.
Hey, there we go.
There you go. Because breaking the mount down while it's got the weights on it is really difficult to do. Well, with the weights on, yeah. That is called the counterweight shaft. And you will not be tested on this.
Oh, I'm sure you'll find a way.
Well, you'll just put it together by yourself and that'll be all. Just as long as you know how they fit together. Now we're going to take the head off the tripod. Now you know those little up and down, back and forth screws we were tightening and loosening?
The ones that I hand tightened?
Yes. You loosen them both now. And you loosen the two black ones, okay?
Which ones first?
Just the black ones that are
just the black
side to side, yeah.
The ones that I kept loosening a while ago.
Right. That's good enough. Now, there is a bolt on the bottom of the tube, bottom of the tripod, right where it meets. See the little screw down there?
Yep.
Loosen that one up. That holds the top to the bottom.
So what's going to come flying off when I loosen this?
But you got to keep a hand on the top part so it doesn't come flying off. So you can maintain control at all times.
I haven't done anything this complicated since I rode horses.
Heavy.
Actually, I take that back. This isn't complicated.
Massive metallic items hitting the foot
with no shoes on
are bad. Okay? So let's unscrew that.
I'm waiting for
and it should drop after it gets loosened enough.
I'm waiting for the dramatic fall.
Did it fall?
I'm waiting for it to fall.
And maybe that's enough. Pick it up.
Hey!
And that's the equatorial head and
I feel
cradle
like something
assembly.
should have been like tightened.
No, you don't want that. You don't want either axis to be tightened with the clutches while you're messing with this, because if you put a lot of force on those when the clutch is engaged, you will strip the gears and Daddy will cry.
But at the same time, it won't swing around and hit you in the foot like it just did.
I bought this telescope, like I said, that our viewers may not know this, right before I met your mom.
Jeez, you're old.
Actually,
I'm old.
Actually, about 2 months before I met your mom. In 1999, right before Thanksgiving. Well, we won't go through the reassembly process, but you have passed your first lesson.
No, I haven't.
You want to put it back together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, I was thinking that I can't put it in my car like this. You would actually have to...
Oh, that's right. Okay, now we have to take the tray off.
I don't even know what I'm doing, and I got this...
Take the tray off. Pick it up. There's just there you go. See the little screws in the bottom of it? Those fit in the holes on the little inner things in the middle.
Never would have guessed.
Okay.
Never would have guessed.
Now, okay, set the tray aside.
Okay, you know what? This will make me feel better anyway.
What, putting on shoes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Don't know why.
Don't know why.
Don't know why. Not that these shoes are going to like save me from anything, especially now. But...
All right, now pull up on the 3 red black things in the middle. Now you can fold the tripod up.
You don't have to loosen anything else up?
Nope.
Really?
Nope. Ooh, you hit the workbench.
You knew I was going to hit something.
I'm glad you didn't hit the scope tube. Okay.
Why would I have swung it all the way up? You know what?
I know. Let's fold it up. Now, because another favorite YouTuber who's in astronomy, you wanna sit down and hug the scope?
I've already hugged the scope. But I will hug the scope when I pick it back up.
Okay, we'll set the tripod over there.
Oh, so I can officially be done?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll put it back together if you want to. We got to keep this video within a reasonable length of time.
That's why you speed it up.
Yeah.
Since now that I know you'll actually put me on YouTube.
Well, of course, this is the whole idea of this.
Yeah, I thought you were planning to start with.
Okay. They probably didn't hear that, but that's okay. Sit down, please.
Bossy. You want me to read to it?
Well,
because I would totally do that.
Well, that's fine. We're going to be hitting on half an hour. No, pick up the scope.
I love it anyway.
What was the name of it? You gave it a name?
That's Chora.
Chora.
This is Chora.
Okay, let's zoom in on you. Well, you got Chora arranged so the Vixen's upside down.
You are so picky tonight.
Well. Now, do you know what Chora is?
Oh, I know Chora. No.
Chora is a...
It's a Vixen.
It is a... That's correct. That's the brand. It is a 8-inch reflector.
Okay, I did know that.
The mirror is approximately...
I thought you were going to get very technical on me.
No, the mirror is 8 inches across approximately, or 203 millimeters. And because it's short, like you, it sees a lot at one time. So,
I do see a lot at one time.
Yes, yes, yes. It's called a rich field scope. Also great for taking pictures.
Warning!
Oh, that's the whole burn
Do
through.
not look at the sun through the scope.
Yeah, that's for people who would actually do that. So probably lawyers did the verbiage on that. Yeah. So you want to
do not look at the sun. Yes, I can read upside down.
stand by a minute. You're going to want this when we're done. I know you all too well. Here's your book.
This is the... What page was that on? Oh, I didn't put my bookmark in there.
All right, sweetie. Well, let's let everybody go.
Shh.
And, oh, you want to...
No, I'm reading.
Okay. What?
I'm reading.
Well, our viewers can't.
Oh! Get your stickers I threw at you.
I didn't see the stickers.
I threw them at you.
You threw something at me.
It's under the chair.
Well, there's someplace over here.
They're under the chair. Turn around.
Here's stickers.
Down.
Oh, cool. I like that. All right, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to retire here and let Sarah finish reading her book, which she is enjoying very much. Okay, I'll shut up now.
Thank you.
Bye.